Patrick Pitts, Vice President of the National Rural Letter Carriers Association. On behalf of President Don Maston, who is traveling outside the Washington, D.C. area this week, I want to speak to you, our members, about the ongoing devastation caused by Hurricane Helene and the incredible challenges many of you are facing throughout the southeastern United States. First and foremost, I'm relieved to report all rural craft employees in the affected districts have been accounted for. While that is good news, we are aware of at least 2 rural carriers who have suffered critical injuries as a direct result of the storm. We will provide updates as they become available on how best to support our injured brothers and sisters. The path to recovery is far from over, and the stories we've heard from the field are both heartbreaking and inspiring. In each of the impacted communities, our state officers are providing immediate, on-the-ground support. In addition, the NRLCA dispatched our National Executive Committeemen responsible for the Atlantic and Southern areas to support our state associations. In Hot Springs, North Carolina, the situation is dire. The town has been decimated, and the local post office had 4 feet of mud inside at one point. As of the visit of Executive Committeeman Mike Marola and District Representative William Workman, the post office had not resumed operations and supplies had yet to reach the office. But this storm has disrupted more than just postal operations. It has deeply impacted lives. In Hendersonville, North Carolina, NRLCA representatives conducted a wellness check on a 70-year-old rural carrier who has been with the Postal Service since 1976, but had been unreachable due to fallen trees and no power. They found him safe at home, but his road was completely blocked. They left him with supplies he needed until the roads reopened. In Florida, Executive Committeeman Bethany Small, accompanied by District Representative Natasha Patterson, reported on the impact of the massive storm surge along the Gulf Coast that produced unprecedented flooding and damage to homes and businesses. As I record this message, the Florida Gulf Coast is facing another potentially devastating hurricane, as authorities are predicting Hurricane Milton will make landfall in that same area. Despite these challenges, we are working tirelessly to get aid to those who need it most. Many offices are without basic necessities, no running water, no porta potties, and no fuel for delivery vehicles. Rural carrier leaders and volunteers are doing everything they can, including distributing hot meals, water, and supplies to carriers in the hardest hit areas. While we've made progress, there is still a lot of work ahead. The sheer scale and breadth of the storm is overwhelming federal and state disaster recovery operations. At the national level, we are working closely with the Postal Service and other organizations to ensure the safety and support of all carriers. The National Board receives daily updates from Postal Service management on the condition of postal facilities and operations in the impacted communities. This information helps us deploy our own resources to the areas in most need. I know these conditions are incredibly difficult, but we will continue to fight for you, to get you the resources you need to stay safe and continue serving our communities. I also want to remind you that the Postal Employees Relief Fund is available to aid those affected by this disaster. If you or someone you know needs assistance or would like to make a donation, please visit postalrelief.com. Recovery will take time, patience, and resources, but we will rebuild our communities one delivery at a time. Thank you for your continued service, dedication, and resilience. Please stay safe and don't hesitate to reach out to your state association leadership if you need support.